Hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Sorry, guys, we didn't had a session yesterday. I know you may have not missed much, but it was something that I lacked. I was procrastinating yesterday, and I was not feeling like studying. So it was a day off, and I wasted a day off not doing what I supposed to do. So let's continue and let's see till what I can achieve today. I will start with writing and then speaking, and then let's see, for reading and listening should be today's target. So but I have to complete first the yesterday's goal, right? So to write and speak, let's start with that one first, and let's see how much I can cover for today. So thanks for joining in. So here I am in writing. Let's start writing first. It's a strict exam. Choose mock test. What is okay, so let's start with task one. That's what I'm focusing on, and the time is divided 20-40. For task one, 20 minutes, and task two to 40 minutes. And we'll also try to evaluate using whatever we have set in chat gpt. So we'll just ask him to evaluate our answers. So yes, here is my okay. So I have set whatever I need. We don't need this course today. Let's go through. Time is set to 28:26. Let's start. Okay. It's running test. Usually, last week you were on flight to London. Okay, unfortunately, when you got off the plane, you left a bag there. You did not remember the bag until your hotel. Write a letter to the airline. Letter explain what you can describe the bag and it contains. Say what you would like them to do about this problem. Let me stop Grammarly. Okay, so I have written my first part within 10 minutes. I mistakenly submitted it. I should have used my remaining time to go through it once again with all the spelling mistakes and everything. But no issues, we'll see again. You should spend about 40 minutes. It was around 10 minutes. Okay, you should spend about 40 minutes right about the following topic. There is a lot of pressure on young people to succeed academically. As a result, some people believe that academic research such as education and cookery should be removed from school syllabus so that children can also. Okay, let's write this with points that we learned about in our lectures. recent years, we have seen a sharp spike in the studies and curriculums of this. Okay, so I'm done. Now let's compare our okay. I'm getting 7 to 7.5 in a 10-minute write up. I think I should have, made some changes. Let's see. So this was my response. I have to rephrase all this. Okay, okay, let us. Okay, so task 1 is 7 to 8. Let's go to task 2. Or maybe let's see what is the sample model answer. This is a band 9. I'm writing regarding some blockage I regretfully neglected to take in me following the okay, so this is band 9. Okay, let's see task 2. Response. Oh, 6.5, 6.5, 6.55. Okay. Contemporary society. Wow. Individuals have reached and presented. These practical skills are invaluable asset that contributes to a well-rounded education and prepare students for real-life challenges beyond academic pursuit. Moreover, removing non-academic subjects may exacerbate the already prevalent issue of academic burnout and mental health issue among students. Engaging in physical activities and creative pursuits serves a stress reliever and enhances cognitive function, ultimately improving academic performance. By neglecting these aspects of education, we risk depriving students of opportunity for personal growth, creativity, and self-expression, which are essential for their overall well-being and success in life. Furthermore, an inclusive curriculum that incorporates both academic and non-academic subjects has been proven to yield superior outcome in terms of student engagement, motivation, and academic achievement. Schools that embrace a balanced approach to education foster a positive learning environment conducive to the holistic development of nurturing well-rounded individual capable of thriving ever-changing world. In conclusion, the proposition to remove non-academic subjects from school syllabi is in favor of academic rigor is short-sighted and determined to the educational and professional development. A comprehensive education system that values both academic and non-academic pursuit is essential for nurturing well-rounded individual equipped to navigate the complexities of the modern world. Wow, I would have never written like this, so I probably will get 6.57 on task 2, average 7. Let's see. Now let's go to Google Doc. And finish. So overall is 7. Let's not forget about it, and we will proceed to our next part, that is speaking today, right? So let's go to mock test. I need to write more and increase the expand the vocabulary to learn more. Okay, speaking. Let's go to speaking. Speaking. Huh? Speaking mock test. Practice taking a complete speaking test. No, just one test. Okay, how do I use this program? Okay. Press the to start recording. Speak your answers. When you have finished speaking, press stop. Repeats from step 1 for the next video question. When you reach the last question, you have finished. You cannot repeat or change your answers. Okay. Hello, good morning. My name is Josefa, and I am giving my exams for IELTS today for speaking exam. Hello, good morning. My name is Josefa, and I am. Okay, so this.
Now, in this first part, I'd like to ask you some questions about yourself. Let's talk about health and exercise. What sorts of things do you do to keep healthy?
I am a fitness freak, to be frankly speaking. I usually work out maybe 30 minutes a day. That's my rule, to at least have some time set every day for my physical exercise. That is a physical training. Maybe when I'm not lifting weights, I do boxing, and other part of the day is to keep my meals in check, so I don't eat anything that is fried or unnecessary carbs. So to be productive and have more focus in my work, it's better to uh, make sure that the calorie intake I have is limited, as I'm not having heavy outdoor activities for my work schedule. So that's how I maintain my physical body with the exercise, as well as the food that I eat daily.
What sorts of exercise do you not like doing?
For that, I would say I am hyperactive from really when I was young, so I cannot sit in a place or do meditation or say yoga kind of stuff is not something that I'm really looking forward to. So for the kind of person I am, I usually do cardio or exercises that needs to be moving a lot. So that's what interests me. So recently I found out boxing is one of the uh, best way to release the stress and make your it you can release your energy on the gym bag and really be active. So not good.
What other sorts of things are popular in your country to keep healthy?
The country I come from is mostly relied on physical work they do, because we are not very dependent on vehicles or private cars or anything like that. So whenever we are going outdoors for any kind of or if it's a simple task of getting some groceries from outdoors, it would be walking, or it would not involve any vehicles or anything like that. And the places that we live in doesn't have lot of technological advancements, so as to that keeps you from moving around, right? That we see in Western world. In my country it is not that much prominent, where we will be using all the vehicles and good kind of facilities. So that makes us more receptive on the part where we will go out and do physical exercise or work whenever we are going out. Make sure we are sweating enough and keep ourselves healthy. And the second part of it is the food we consume. It is really healthy, it is coming from direct from farms, we don't have processed food, and people really looking forward to making their own food at home rather than buying pre cooked meals and just reheating it. So that is not followed in my country much.
How can we get young people to do more exercise?
The best way for getting people to ch- uh, get into exercise is by changing their lifestyle. So we have to make sure in the schools, like curriculum and whatever they are being taught at school, they should be having physical exercise as part of it daily, at least for 15 to 20 minutes. They should have intense workout programs in school. Make sure there are activities for sports, kind of football or cricket or anything like that, that involves physical uh, involvement from students. So this kind of activities can bring more it will make sure if we are not sitting at one place and just studying, and we are forced to go out. And once that is developed, that idea of getting out and playing, that will be they will automatically learn to be fit and make sure they are in check with all the food they are eating. And also they have to be taught what food has to be eaten, and all those aspects can be done. Oh, I didn't record it. Okay, sorry. So basically in my like for young generation, education is the most crucial part, where in school they should be taught about the physical exercises. They should be taken out for sports kind of activities, for cricket, football kind of games, so that kids are from very young age they are involved in physical exercises, and make like they made sure everyone is involved really. And once they get an habit of exercising, then they will be, keen to looking forward to going to school and playing with other kids. So they have that team bonding, and they will see other people's kids playing. They will be involved more in physical training kind of stuff. And then also at home, they should, like, the parents should be looking for keeping a tab on on their own kids, so that they are not just sluggishly sitting in front of TV and just wasting their times.
Let's move on to talk about music. Do you listen to a lot of music?
I I am not really keen about listening to music, as that doesn't interest me much. As from young age, I was not into particularly listening to music. Rather than, I like to listen, like, it's not, we can't call it as music, but there are ayah from Quran and other stuff that I prefer to listen, rather than hip hop, or that kind of music that people usually listen to. And another kind of genre that I prefer is white noises, or and again, it's still not a music, but we can say, like, that's what I listen to when I'm working to, while I want to focus on the work at hand. So that's what I prefer.
What is your favorite type of music and why?
So as I said, my I don't have a particular taste in music, but rather than listening to our conventional hip hop and other kind of stuff, if that is a choice, I would be listening more on to classical one, which was, in 90s music that uh, while growing up, that kind of music we have heard to while going out for movies and all. So those kind of songs and music, I would prefer maybe to listen to, and I would stick to whatever my current schedule is. But if that is a question for to answer that, I would prefer classical music.
Do you think that a country's traditional music is important for its culture?
I think the music is cornerstone of uh, to represent the country's values, because from the past we have seen the folk songs are the one that were used as kind of, you can say, a propaganda, or maybe to show the culture of that country. Or the folk songs were written to honor the king, or the knights of that particular country, so that are really crucial for any country to have their own song that praises what are the, key points of that country. And every country has their own national anthem as well, so it's kind of a song that is that I would say is really important for a country's heritage to be taken around, for their next generation to listen to and understand what it means to be a part of that nation. And that's how we as a society use the music and songs that are written, and the poetry has been written in past, to make sure whatever sacrifices are done are noted in a way people like to listen to or recite to honor whatever is being done in past.
Do people's tastes in music often change as they get older?
I can confirm that with my own experience and what I've seen in my surroundings. People do change and have like as they grow up, their sense of or you can say the taste of music changes constantly through different life cycles. So, say someone is really young, they may like hip hop music or noisy music or rock and roll kind of stuff when they are going out with their friends and having a good time in a party or something like that. But as you get older, that the hip hop music that you used to uh, have a vibe on, now those kind of music is just a plain noise for you, and you may like songs that are silent and low tone, maybe classical one. So people do like different kind of music in their different uh, age and stages. They move from one to another. So that's what my observation was from what I've seen.
In this next section, I'm going to give you a topic, and I'd like you to speak about it for 1 to 2 minutes. Before you speak, you will have a minute to think about what you are going to say, and you can make some notes if you wish. Here is your topic. I'd like you to describe a television program you know or like. Remember, you have 1 to 2 minutes to talk about this, so don't worry if I stop you. I'll tell you when the time is up. Can you start speaking now, please?
So I have a really interesting story to share with you of my childhood and the television program. So I don't have any recent programs to share with you, but the one that I have seen in my childhood, it was named as Shaktiman, and it was a story of a guy who is a superhero, and I think the story was picked up from what we know as Superman, right, in Western world. So there is a guy who has a dual role, and uh, it was when I was just in fifth or sixth standard, and I completely watched the complete series for next couple of years, and it was really hit in my country. And it was played by Mukesh Khanna, who was really like well-known character like in Indian cinema, who was a superstar already at that point of time, and kids loved him. He was the one, and it portrayed what we have a superhero from Western world as Superman, and he has powers like he was able to fly. He used to spin while flying, and has all kind of superpower. No bullets would be piercing him, and all kind of villains he used to fight. So the story builds up like he shows that he's a common man, and then also saves the day at the end by fighting the villain who wants to destroy him and take over the world and make sure that darkness is spread all over the world. So he's the guy who makes sure he fights in every episode the his pupils and from the dark world, right? So he makes sure the no one is harmed and he protects everyone. So that's the basic idea of that show.
Well, we've been talking about a television program, and now I would like to ask you one or two more general questions relating to this. Let's consider, first of all, TV, radio, and the internet. Do you listen to the radio at all, and when?
There was a time in past when radio was really common in my place, and I used to listen to news that broadcasted around 5 p.m. every day, every evening, and I was keen to look to hear it every day just to be updated, because in my household there were no newspapers, and I was looking forward to listen to radio for getting updated on day-to-day life and whatever is been happening in the country. At that point of time, we didn't had a TV at home, so my only source of knowledge at that point of time was radio. So yeah, I listened a lot to radio in my childhood.
Which is more popular in your country, television or radio?
Time has changed now. So as we have shifted to internet era, people I think they don't listen to radio anymore. It is prominently TV, I would say, and the people are glued to TV for their daily soap programs and news and all that stuff, playing on and on with a lot of ads. So people are now moving to OTT sessions where they can subscribe to their channel, which are not interrupted by any advertisements, and it is prominently the TV sets that are being used rather than radio, I would say.
Do you think people today watch too much television?
Uh, Way too much, actually. I think there is no upper limit to people watching TV. these days, knowing they have unlimited internet access and data to watch to. In older times, there were limited shows and they broadcasted it at a limited time frames, and there was not a lot of content from your local region. Now, internet is so prominent that anyone can find any kind of shows, and what I have seen is people watching shows from Korea and Japan and other countries, and they have endless supply of series and content to watch through, and then it is added on phone and other devices as well.
Finally, let's talk about the media in general. Can you compare television and cinema as forms of entertainment?
These are two end of a same coin. Maybe like it's just two sides of a same coin. What I mean to say is, television is having its own advantages and disadvantages. Like you need not to go out, or like a cinematic experience you can watch at your home with your own comfort, but the drawback is it has advertisement or something like that, right? On the other hand, cinema or movies are a different ball game. You have to go and sit and watch the complete movie on one sitting. So yeah, that's the difference between two.
Do people in your country generally prefer American films or local films?
Frankly speaking, both. But if I compare, it would be more on local films. The Bollywood industry in my country is huge. It's almost similar to what Hollywood has a budget for their own films. Bollywood is spending similar amount of resources, money wise, and with VFX with advanced VFX and other kinds that is been developed now with technology. People are keen to they are really looking forward to movies made in India, and the local movies that we are developing and producing, and it's really fun to watch them. So people, the majority people are looking forward to local movies.
Do you feel that film stars are paid too much for what they do?
I believe they are they are paid really well. I would say they are also making sure they are reaching to the masses, and putting their 100% when they are taking up any project. But there are some stars who are just now, like they are on a level where they just appear on the screen and people go crazy, and for that they are charging like anything, like ton of money they are making just by appearing on the screen, and really not putting 100% effort in whatever they are doing. It's just uh, that they are selling the product, like themselves as a product, and earning load of cash in return.
What effect is the internet having on entertainment?
Internet has changed the game of how we consume movies and TV. in the past. So now it is just a click away on any kind of show that you want to see. You need not to leave your comfort of home. So it is a collaboration of TV and cinematic experience that people used to take by going to the theaters, and now you have uninterrupted content from any part of the world. So you have lot of content available for you to consume, and make sure you watch whatever you want in just few clicks. Okay, so here I conclude the test. I don't know how I did. You guys can see and comment it out. I was not really feel I was feeling like talking, so maybe that is a drawback. I need to practice more on question answers and try more. This was my first day, so I was a bit nervous as well as tired. So probably with more energy, I will be able to speak more and more clearly with conscious mind, and I would practice more on writing part as well. So see you guys tomorrow. Thank you.